In 1999, Ricky McCormick was found dead with 2 cryptic notes that have baffled the FBI for decades. A code no one can crack. A murder that remains unsolved. Tonight, we dive into the chilling mystery of death by decipher. The 1999 murder of Ricky C. McCormick in St. Charles County, Missouri, remains one of America's most baffling cold cases. Though evidence suggests a calculated homicide tied to criminal networks, the mystery centers on 2 encrypted notes found in his pockets. A cipher that has defied expert code breakers for over 2 decades. The FBI believes the key to solving his death lies hidden within this enigmatic puzzle. Ricky C. McCormick, born on June 14, 1958, was 41 when he died under mysterious circumstances. A high school dropout, he struggled with reading and writing. Relatives said he could barely spell his own name and often needed help with simple paperwork. Suffering from chronic heart and lung problems, he lived on disability benefits, smoking a pack daily since childhood and consuming excessive caffeine. Though unmarried, he fathered at least 4 children and served prison time for statutory rape. His life reflected hardship and isolation on the edges of St. Louis society. In the days before his death, Ricky McCormick faced serious health problems. He was admitted to Barnes Jewish Hospital on June 22, 1999, then discharged 2 days later, only to check into Forest Park Hospital with chest pains. That was his last confirmed sighting. On June 26th, he told his girlfriend he was going to a nearby Amoco station, where a clerk later saw him alive. The mystery deepened when Ricky McCormick's body was found on June 30th, 1999, lying face down in a cornfield near Route 367 in West Alton, Missouri. The remains were partially decomposed, suggesting he died between June 25th and 28th. His identity was confirmed through fingerprint analysis, as parts of his fingers had decayed. Investigators quickly suspected foul play. McCormick lived 15 to 20 miles away, had no car, and the remote site lacked public transport, implying he was brought there. Yet, without visible trauma, the medical examiner ruled the cause undetermined, speculating health issues might be involved. This uncertainty delayed recognition of the case as a homicide, costing valuable investigative time. The most enduring mystery in McCormick's case lies in 2 cryptic notes found in his pockets. Handwritten pages filled with rows of capital letters, numbers, dashes, and parentheses. These indecipherable ciphers puzzled federal experts for over a decade before being made public, standing as the most significant clue in unraveling the strange circumstances of his death. The notes were swiftly handed to the FBI's Cryptanalysis and Racketeering Records Unit, CRRU, a specialized team renowned for decoding complex communications used by organized crime, drug traffickers, and even Nazi spies. Yet, despite their expertise and help from the American Cryptogram Association, the McCormick cipher resisted all efforts. CRRU Chief Dan Olson admitted that their standard cryptanalysis methods had hit brick walls. This dead end caused a major delay. Though discovered in 1999, the FBI did not reveal the note's existence to the public or even McCormick's family until 2011. The long silence implied that investigators initially believed the code could be solved internally, wary of exposing details that might compromise their methods or alert the criminals involved. In March 2011, the FBI officially released images of the 2 notes to the public. asking for assistance in their decryption and listing them as one of the CRRU's top unsolved cases. It was at this point, 12 years after his death, that the FBI confirmed Ricky McCormick had been murdered, and that the case was officially classified as a homicide. The timing of this reclassification, concurrent with the public appeal, is critical. It indicates that the investigation, likely due to external factors or circumstantial evidence developed over the decade, had gathered enough material to overturn the original, undetermined ruling. The code, therefore, is not required to prove that foul play occurred, but it represents the crucial, unrevealed intelligence necessary to identify the perpetrator and establish the motive. The FBI's subsequent news release noted an outpouring of responses, though the agency later had to request that the public submit theories only through a dedicated page due to the volume of communications. The McCormick cipher's difficulty comes from its unusual structure and absence of context, making even basic cryptanalysis impossible. The FBI's process involves 4 stages: identifying the language, system, key, and plaintext. But experts couldn't progress beyond determining the system itself. This critical barrier means no mathematical or computational method can solve it, implying McCormick's cipher defies all traditional encryption models ever documented. The McCormick cipher is composed of capital letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, such as parentheses and dashes, forming a hybrid structure that makes traditional frequency analysis extremely difficult. CRRU analysts confirmed the text is not random and contains repeated patterns suggesting solvability, but its short length of roughly 30 lines limits statistical certainty. The FBI requested another sample for context. Some theorists propose it may relate to T9 predictive text on early phones, meaning the code could be non-linguistic, relying entirely on a now-missing device or McCormick's personal dictionary, which would naturally baffle conventional cryptanalysis methods. The enduring mystery in Ricky McCormick's case lies in the sharp contrast between his minimal education and the intricate coded notes discovered with his body. Analysts struggle to believe he authored them, as his family insists he lacked the intelligence or literacy for such complexity. His mother said he could barely write his name, while relatives described his scribbles as meaningless, nonsense writing. They told investigators that Ricky often jotted random letters with no sense or pattern. Their unified testimony cast strong doubt on the FBI's long-held claim that McCormick himself created the mysterious cipher. Given McCormick's lack of literacy and the code's resistance to expert decryption, many analysts, including external cryptographers, believe the notes were written to him or by someone else entirely, making McCormick a disposable courier. If the notes contained sensitive operational details, such as drug ledger data, payment instructions, or the identity of other members, the author would employ a highly complex cipher to ensure that the information would be safe. Even if McCormick, recognized as the weakest link in the operation, the complexity of the cipher is interpreted not as an expression of McCormick's genius, but as an expression of the author's operational security and paranoia. The notes, therefore, are likely a communication from the killer or the criminal organization that ordered the killing. The alternative theory suggests the notes are merely disorganized scribbling or an idiopathic shorthand. Unique to McCormick, possibly reflecting a phonetic spelling system developed by someone with a severe command deficit of the written language. If the text were simply incoherent ramblings, cryptanalysts would have classified it as such. Instead, The CRRU noted repeating segments and clear structure, confirming that the characters were not random. The code's complexity suggests that the solution will be found not in understanding McCormick's mental state, but in obtaining external data regarding the criminal group he associated with. The context of McCormick's final days strongly links his murder to criminal activities. McCormick was involved in drug trafficking shortly before his death. Investigations revealed that he had recently traveled from Florida, allegedly carrying baseball-sized Ziploc bags of marijuana intended for Baha Hamdallah, the brother of the owner of the Amoco gas station where McCormick was last seen. The owner of the gas station, Baha Bob Hamdallah, was a St. Louis businessman with a high-risk background. He later faced an unrelated murder charge in Illinois. Although neither Hamdallah nor Knox have been officially linked to McCormick's death, their backgrounds highlight the dangerous, high-stakes criminal environment in which McCormick operated. The most likely motive behind Ricky McCormick's death involves a failed drug deal, debt, or betrayal linked to a Florida marijuana delivery. Due to his poor health, poverty, and limited literacy, McCormick may have been an easy target for use as a courier, valuable but disposable. The coded notes found with him could have been records or delivery details. If he lost money or drugs, his killing may have been swift retribution, with the cipher serving to protect the operation's secrets, valued more than his life. The location where McCormick's body was found provides further evidence of premeditation and high operational security. The West Alton cornfield was known to be a remote area used for dumping bodies prior to and following McCormick's murder. The calculated decision to transport a body 15 to 20 miles to a known disposal site, coupled with the use of a cipher that defeated federal codebreakers, suggests the involvement of organized crime figures, not simply a crime of passion. The decomposition of the body further obscured forensic evidence that might have been present at a primary murder scene, reinforcing the professionalism of the disposal. More than 25 years after Ricky McCormick's mysterious murder, his coded notes remain the key unsolved clue, a cryptic barrier between investigators and justice. The 2 pages of strange letters and symbols are among the FBI Cryptanalysis and Racketeering Records Unit's top cold cases. CRRU Chief Olson affirmed that deciphering the code is vital, as it could reveal McCormick's final movements and potentially solve the homicide once and for all. The failure of expert cryptanalysis shows the code isn't a simple equation. The real key may lie outside the text, linked to the author's habits or surroundings. To solve it, investigators must find another cipher sample or key. Until that crucial context, like a mnemonic code, T9 system, or secret ledger, is uncovered, the truth will stay hidden, locked behind an unbroken wall of symbols and mystery. Ricky McCormick's murder remains unsolved, yet his case holds one of the most baffling cryptographic mysteries in U.S. law enforcement history. Despite his troubled life and poor health, the coded notes found with him stand as a chilling reminder of the killer's secrecy. The FBI's ongoing appeal to the global community shows that cracking this cipher may be the final key to uncovering the truth and bringing justice to McCormick's unsolved death.